The true source of a person's suffering often doesn't lie in how many setbacks they've experienced, but in having too many expectations of others. Expectation itself isn't wrong, but when it turns into an unspoken demand, it becomes an emotional burden and the killer of relationships. Many people place their happiness in the hands of others, believing that as long as others behave according to their expectations, they'll feel at ease, satisfied, and loved. So they start thinking things like, he should understand me. She shouldn't let me down. Friends must be there for me when I need them most. Family shouldn't let me suffer grievances. These thoughts may seem reasonable on the surface, but in reality, they're built on a dangerous premise. You believe others are obligated to act according to your wishes. And when reality doesn't align with those expectations, emotions arise, disappointment, anger, grievance, and resentment follow, one after another, leaving your heart tangled in a mess you can't cut through. In fact, behind these emotions is our tendency to demand rather than to give. As a saying goes, when you feel like the world owes you something, it's actually you reaching your hand out to the world. The higher the expectations, the heavier the heart. At its core, excessive expectation is a form of control. We try to control others' behavior and emotional responses by creating an idealized script for how things should go. But people are free individuals, each with their own choices and limitations. No one can fully live up to our expectations, not even those who love us most. As Carl Jung said, if you cannot change a person, change your attitude toward them. Rather than stubbornly trying to change others, it's better to adjust the standards within yourself. True maturity begins when you no longer rely on others' responses to determine your own emotional state. When you stop focusing on what I want others to do and start asking what can I do myself, you'll gradually move toward inner freedom. You can still care for others and express love, but no longer on the condition of receiving something in return. You do it because you choose to be this kind of person, not because you expect a certain outcome. As the saying goes, love is not a transaction, it is a gift. Letting go of expectation isn't indifference, it's clarity. It's not giving up, but allowing things to be as they are. So how do we reduce expectations of others? Here are 2 steps to help you break free from this pattern of fixation. Step 1. Recognize the nature of your expectations and the price you pay for them. Whenever you feel upset because someone didn't meet your expectations, ask yourself, what exactly am I expecting from this person? Is this expectation reasonable? Does it exceed their ability or responsibility? If I didn't have this expectation, how would I view this situation? Often, we realize that what truly hurts us isn't the situation itself, but the way we interpret it and the meaning we attach to it. For example, when your partner forgets an anniversary, you might feel neglected and take it as a sign of lacking love. But it could simply be that they're too busy, forgetful, or unaware of how important it is to you. You can't expect people to always know what you're thinking, let alone hold them responsible for your feelings. As Viktor Frankl said, life's meaning lies in assuming responsibility for yourself, not in evading it. So when you realize your own expectations are creating pain, face them honestly, examine them carefully, and then choose either to clearly communicate your needs or to let them go, so they no longer dictate your emotions. Step 2. Shift your focus from what others should do to what can I do. Expectation is a form of taking, while giving is proactive. The former leaves you passive, while the latter puts you in control. When you stop thinking I wish you would treat me better, and start thinking what can I do to improve this relationship, you'll find yourself less easily hurt, and less prone to complaining. You can choose a gentler way to communicate, or choose to set firmer boundaries. You can choose to continue investing emotionally, or to withdraw rationally. Whatever you choose, it comes from your own judgment and will, not from whether others meet your expectations. Instead of dwelling on, why did he let me down again? Ask yourself, What can I do to take care of myself better? Every time you let go of an expectation is an opportunity for self-growth. Every time you focus on what you can give, it purifies your soul a little more. In conclusion, one of life's greatest wisdoms is understanding that we cannot control others, only cultivate ourselves. Expectations are the seeds of disappointment and the fuel of resentment. Only when you no longer pin your happiness on others' behavior can you truly possess inner peace and strength. Letting go of expectations is not coldness, it's clarity. It's not giving up, it's allowing things to be whole. As Khalil Gibran beautifully wrote, love gives naught but itself, and takes naught but from itself. May you no longer suffer because of unmet expectations, but instead grow steady from the abundance within you. From now on, fewer expectations, more giving, less demanding, more self-sufficiency, and your life will quietly open up and brighten.